Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the Easy English channel. I'm Olivia, and I'm really happy to be with you all today, getting ready to dive into some fascinating insights about language learning.
And I'm Steve, equally thrilled you're joining us. Today, we're tackling a topic that comes up so often in our community, understanding and improving your spoken English. Specifically, we're going to explore how someone as influential as former President Barack Obama speaks English, and more importantly, what actionable lessons English learners can pick up from his distinct speaking style.
Barack Obama is, of course, globally recognized as a former president of the United States, a true world leader. But beyond his political career, he's also renowned for something else, being an absolutely excellent public speaker. You know, we constantly hear from our learners saying things like, "I understand his English so easily." It's a recurring theme. So what is it about his communication style, his delivery, that makes him so incredibly clear and effective? Steve, where do we even begin?
That's a brilliant question, Speaker One, and it really hits at the heart of effective communication. Let's start with what I consider the first, most crucial key point, his incredibly clear pronunciation and his controlled pace. Obama simply doesn't rush his words. He speaks at a really calm, almost deliberate speed, which gives every single syllable the chance to land. And he's a master of using strategic pauses, which many speakers, especially new learners, often overlook.
Absolutely. Those pauses are so incredibly important, aren't they? It's not just about filling the air with sound. These moments of silence are actually powerful tools. They give the listener a crucial moment to process the message, to truly understand what's been said without feeling overwhelmed. And from the speaker's side, they make you sound so much more confident and composed. It's like you're saying, "What I just said is important, so take a second." English learners should definitely not be afraid of a little silence. It can be your friend.
Exactly. Moving on to our second lesson, it's all about simple yet powerful vocabulary. What you'll notice in Obama's speeches is that he frequently chooses common, everyday words instead of trying to impress with overly complicated or obscure ones. His message always comes across as strong and impactful precisely because it's so clear and accessible to everyone. He doesn't need big words to convey big ideas.
That's such a fantastic reminder for all learners, honestly. There's this common misconception that to sound fluent or educated, you need to use the most complex vocabulary you can find. But Obama shows us that's simply not true. Simple English is not only easier for your audience to understand, but it also often sounds far more natural and authentic. Don't complicate things unnecessarily. Focus on clarity and directness.
Our third lesson brings us to sentence structure. If you pay close attention, you'll observe that Obama generally uses short or medium-length sentences. He avoids those super long, winding sentences that can be difficult for even native speakers to follow, let alone English learners. This choice makes his speech incredibly easy to track and digest, ensuring his audience stays engaged and understands every point he makes.
Yes, absolutely. This is such practical advice for anyone trying to improve their spoken English. Try to avoid stringing too many ideas or clauses together in one very long sentence when you're speaking. A great rule of thumb to keep in mind is one clear idea, one clear sentence. It helps with breath control, clarity, and overall comprehension for your listeners. It just makes your message stick better, you know?
Next up, we have intonation and emotion. This is where his speaking really comes alive. Obama doesn't speak in a monotone. He skillfully changes the pitch and rhythm of his voice depending on the specific message he's conveying. Sometimes he sounds incredibly calm and reassuring. Other times he's very serious and somber. And then at other moments, he conveys profound hope and optimism. This vocal variety is crucial.
This point is so powerful because it fundamentally makes people fundamentally want to listen to you. If you sound flat or bored when you speak English, your audience will quickly tune out. So when you're practicing, try to consciously use emotion. Let your voice go up and down, emphasize key words, and allow your feelings to come through in your tone. It adds so much more depth and personality to your speech.
Another hugely important point, which I think resonates with everyone, is confidence. It's something Obama consistently projects. Even in those rare moments where he might pause or perhaps even repeat a word to gather his thoughts, he always maintains an air of complete confidence. He doesn't let minor hesitations derail his delivery or diminish his presence.
And that's a critical takeaway for learners, isn't it? Remember, making mistakes is a totally normal part of speaking any language. Even native speakers stumble and make errors. True fluency isn't about perfection, it's about communication. Confidence in your ability to convey your message, even with a few stumbles, is far more important than having absolutely perfect grammar or pronunciation. Embrace your journey.
So, to quickly review all these fantastic points on how to speak better English inspired by Barack Obama, remember to slow down your pace, use simple and accessible words, speak clearly with good pronunciation, inject emotion and natural intonation into your voice, and above all, project confidence, even when you feel a little unsure. These are principles that can truly transform your communication.
Exactly. It all comes down to consistent practice. Make it a habit to practice a little bit every single day. Listen actively to good speakers like Obama, try to repeat after them to mimic their style, and most importantly, don't be afraid to open your mouth and just speak, even if you make mistakes. That's how real progress happens.
Well, that's all the time we have for today on the Easy English channel. We really hope you found these insights helpful and inspiring for your English learning journey.
Thank you so much for listening and for being such a wonderful part of our community. We truly appreciate your engagement, and we absolutely can't wait to see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep speaking with confidence. You've got this.